welcome back to the Tegiwa YouTube channel. Fresh off the back of our GR Yaris exhaust test, today we're doing an intake test. So we've got 7 different filters here today, ranging from open ones, closed ones. We've got Sprint, Venturi, HKS, MST, ITG, Airtec, Gruppen as well, and we've got a Cyvex all-wheel drive diff controller as well that we're going to use on the dyno, so we can put it in burnout mode and take some figures. What do you think is going to perform well today, Matt?
Well, on the road, I think that the enclosed ones are going to be good. We've got the Venturi and the Sprint, which we've already seen from other Yaris owners, giving really good gains. So keen to see what they do, but depends what you want, really, doesn't it? If you want the noise, then you can't beat an open filter, can you?
Yeah, I think it'd be interesting because people go for intake. Like, there's a few reasons, isn't there? Sound, the visual appeal, and also the performance. So there's 3 different factors there, and they start from £400 up to 1,300, I think. So there's a few different options there. So we're going to start unboxing some, do some data logs on the standard filter, and jump right in. So let's get on with it.
So the GR Yaris, as we all know, is a 4-wheel drive car, but they are notoriously hard to dyno in 4-wheel drive mode. So unfortunately, here we only have a 2-wheel drive dyno. So to make it a 2-wheel drive Yaris, we've got this Cyvex powertrain control unit here. This is a quick install into the boot, and it enables the rear diff to uncouple when we pull the handbrake. So we can just dyno it just with the front wheels on to make it super simple and super reliable. So we're going to chuck that on, get the standard car on the rollers now and see what it's making. Right, this is my GR Yaris, and here is a standard airbox. So first of all, just a quick disclaimer, you might notice this box in the corner. It's a DT UK Stage 1 tuning box. It is going to be disconnected for all of these because I know that most people won't run something like this. So we do have this blanking connector that's just basically bypassing that box and letting it all run as it was standard. So just ran it up with this standard airbox in place. It's around 277 horsepower, which is great. So that means that it does have an ITG panel filter in here, and the GPF delete from the exhaust test, I kept that on the car. So 20 horsepower overclaimed, which I'm really happy with. So some of the airboxes that we have today finish here, which is just at the end of this flexi pipe here, and some of them go all the way to the turbo elbow, which is going to make things a bit toasty for me, but that's okay. And so the standard airbox has a little feed here that just comes from this little vent in the grille. The standard one though, if you look underneath it, it's got holes in it. So some of the air path's a complicated thing, but some of the air, as far as I can see, that comes in here can just go straight out again. So a lot of the airboxes that we've got have a dedicated feed that fills this sort of void here, and hopefully should provide some good gains. So the MAF housing on this, we've got not too much of a lead up to it in a straight, but we'll pop the airbox lid off in a second and have a look. Afterwards we've got a nice straight pipe here. So what's important is that we get a similar sort of effect on the other airboxes for this to work as it was originally intended. It's okay to have it on a bend, it's okay to have it wherever you like, as long as it's sort of kept consistent, because you can calibrate your, the standard, manufacturers will calibrate their standard map to suit this in a particular orientation or direction. So we'll see. I think this is going to be the biggest effect, how we can make sure, how we can get the air smoothly past this and keep it repeatable. So right, so let's have a look at the under the airbox lid. So as mentioned, I do have an ITG panel filter in this. So as we can see, there's not an awful lot there before the before the MAF, so air's just going to be not the straightest, but again, Toyota have calibrated it to that, so we should be okay. And as I say, a lot when we were doing on the unboxing, especially the Venturi, they've done a lot of CFD, a lot of their own testing, so expecting that to work really well.
Okay, so this is the ITG Maxogen Intake Kit. This retails at £474, and this is the cheapest enclosed kit that we're testing today. So let's unbox it and see what's inside.
Now that's single-use plastic a bit over the top, isn't it?
Yeah.
Come on, lads. It's 2022.
Okay, so we've just unboxed the ITG. Not that much to it. Obviously your air filter's in here. It's got a nice ITG logo on there. Nice hard pipe. I mean, gave us a business card. We don't really want a business card. I want an air freshener, like MST gave us. Like, I'm all for that. No, and a lot of plastic in the box. Like Matt said, it's 2022. Single-use plastic. What the hell, man?
We do have this nice scoop. The factory airbox has a scoop, as you'll see on that video. So should be nice direct airflow. No claimed gains on this one, is there? So
no.
We'll see what it does.
Yeah. We've got a heat shield as well here.
I think that is a bit of a heat shield, but mainly just the bracket that this is going to sit on.
Okay.
I think.
So underneath.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, really nicely made, powder coated black with nice rubber seals on, so nothing's going to rattle.
Okay, let's go.
Right, ITG just done. Fits fine. They're pretty generic kits. Yeah, no problems. All uses the original flexi here, and then it's got its own scoop. The scoop could have fitted a little bit better, to be honest. I could only get one clip in it, so with a Dremel you could get it to fit. But yeah, it was all right. It was okay.
I'm kind of disappointed in this one. When you actually look at it, there's like 3 different textures and colours going on. So from like a visual point of view, it's not the best looking, but it does make a really nice noise. I was happy with the noise that it made. Yeah. From a performance point of view, there was an increase from stock. It made 284.1 horsepower with 268.1 foot-pounds of torque, which was actually less torque than the stock airbox.
It's stock though, but it might have made more a bit further down or further up or down the rev range.
Yeah,
but
so that was sort of
so it does still make a 6.5, 7 horsepower gain.
Yeah, but then this is the second cheapest kit that we're testing. So.
And it also uses the most OEM bits so far.
Yeah.
So everything from here back is standard. So we've only changed these few bits. Everything else uses a big fat pipe there and does away with the standard acoustics.
Yeah, so this is the cheapest enclosed, and it's also not a ball ache to fit.
No, you could fit it, other than just maybe, let's say, sorting the alignment out on these 2 little clip holes here, which aren't crucial. Yeah, you'll get it done in an hour, if that.
Yeah.